Thank you for your support and for watching avivTarot. This is a general pick-a-card reading. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest behind. Not everything will apply. My readings are meant to be constructive and not destructive. I give readings to empower you. I will be honest in what I see and will not give you false hopes or empty promises in order to keep you happy. I will be compassionate and sensitive to your feelings and will not judge or condemn. Energies are ever-changing. You are still the master of your own destiny. Hi everyone, thank you for watching avivTarot, and today we are going to do a pick a card reading. And I don't remember when I did the last yes or no or maybe reading. Okay, pick a card. Might be more than 2 months ago. So anyways, we are going to do an energy update, and you know, if you have any like burning questions that you just want a simple yes, no, or maybe, this is the reading for you. I am using 8 different decks of Lenormand to predict whether if it's a yes or no. Or not to predict, but to tell you if it's a yes or no to your question. If there are any additional messages based off of the Lenormand cards, I will explain that in like as an addition. But I will give you the yes or no right off the bat based on the cards. Whether if it's a positive card is a yes, if it's a negative card is a no, if it's a neutral card is a maybe. All right, so well, based off of like the positive and negative of the cards, and then if there are any additional messages, I will mention that as well, which will go into more of like a descriptive reading type of things. And at any time I feel like we need additional like messages, I do have the tarot cards set up right here on the side that we may need to get maybe, you know, clarification or something like that. Only if it's necessary. So now we have 8 different piles. I did add an additional pile for the yes or no questions. So you have more choices to pick from. If you are also thinking of like, maybe if you have like 2 different choices that you're trying to think like, is it a yes or no for the choice? You can pick, you know, choice 1, pick a number, choice 2, pick a number. You know, you could do that as well. So that's it. That's what I want to say in the intro. And if you need more time, you can pause the video, and timestamps are going to be in the description box below, as well as the message area. So that's it. Let's get into your reading. Okay, so for pile number 1, let's zoom in so you can see it, because we don't have as many cards today. All right, so for pile number 1, think of your question now, and I'm going to do shuffling right now to see if your question is a yes or no. So pile number 1's question, is it a yes or no? Positive card, yes. Negative cards, no. So for pile number 1, is it a yes or no to your reading? Is it a yes or no? Whoa, 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 whoa. There's a tree. That's the first one that popped out. This is the second one, the fox. The tree is a neutral card. The fox is usually a negative card. And then the third one is the tower. That's a neutral as well. So we have 2 neutral card, and then the fox being a no. So this is like a maybe no. Okay, this is a maybe no. Maybe not, maybe no. I mean, sometimes I do have people that want a no answer. So this is not necessarily bad. I don't have any judgment whether if it's a yes card or a no cards, because it really depends on your question. So now this is a maybe no, because we have 2 neutral card and the middle, and this one, the fox being a no. So it doesn't matter to whatever question you're having. This is a maybe no pile. And additional messages,
particularly, I feel like with your, okay, so we have the tree over here. So that could be about health, that could be about family, but family more like in like the ancestor, really like distant family type of thing, right? So there's health that maybe you need to look out for. Also, if it's like family, around family issues, but more like distant family issues, or it could be like the root of a problem. You want to see at what is the root of the problem is, okay? So maybe you want to look a little bit into that. And then over here, the Tower, it's about institution. It's about large like setups. So if your question, okay, let me put it out here. If your question is about work, the Fox is actually not a bad card if it's about work. It's actually about like, you know, you want to be a little bit more diplomatic. So you don't want to be too honest about something. And especially if you're working in a really large corporation, large institution where there's like a lot of people involved, you want to be a little bit careful of how you say certain things because people might take it the wrong way and that kind of things. You want to be very diplomatic. You want to be, you know, not necessarily fake, but really, you know, be like a, what do you call those, chameleon? Like you can't adapt to any type of situation. And then we talked about like maybe you want to figure out what is the root of any of the problems that you're facing right now. It could be a family issue, it could be a health issue, it could also be like a work issue. You want to find out what the root of the problem is and then be really diplomatic about it. What else? Okay, if you're asking about love, okay, if it's like a love or like a relationship type of things, then the Tower is not necessarily a good card because it's timing wise, it means a long time, and also it means like you're kind of lonely, you're up in the up above the tower type of thing, like so. And then having the Fox means somebody is trying to be quite tricky with you or just telling you things that you want to hear and not necessarily being totally honest with everything. And so if it's about love, you probably want to look out for like a little bit of a tricky energy around you. People tend to just kind of not revealing their true self. You might be feeling quite lonely as well. And you might also be feeling quite lonely for quite a while too, quite a long time. We have the tree, if it's timeline wise, it's also about a long time. The Tower is about a long time. So if you're asking something about the relationships or like whether if you're gonna get out of your singleness, you know, might take a while. I want to add one last thing about works. If you're asking anything in regards to like work or something like that, the Tower also means promotion. So I think you want to be really diplomatic about things so that you can get the promotion that you're looking for. Okay. But regardless of those are just additional messages. But to any of your questions, whether it's about finance or, you know, whatever it is, this is a maybe no pile. And the other things are just, you know, additional messages that maybe you might resonate with. Okay. So that's it. That's what I have for pile number 1. I know it's quick and easy. And if you have anything that you would like to share with me, you can leave it in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, share, or subscribe to my channel, enjoy my video, and turn on that notification bell if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. All right, so for pile number 2, ooh, you can't see that. Pile number 2. Let's see. The answer to your question, is it a yes or a no? Is it a yes or no to pile number 2's question? Positive card, yes. Negative card, no. Neutral card, maybe. So, all right. So let's see. Is it a yes or no to pile number 2's question? Yes or no to pile number 2's question. Just kind of, ooh, that's a neutral card. That's a man. Ooh, snake. Okay. Wow. Okay, bear. So that's, the bear is a neutral card. The man is a neutral card as well. The snake is a negative card. It's a no card. So pile number 2, the answer to your question is also a maybe no. Yeah. So I mean, it's a little bit different than pile number 1's like message, but the answer is the same. Maybe no. Okay, so it's a maybe no answer to any questions that you have if you chose pile number 2. So now that's getting into a little bit of the additional message right here. So if you're asking about love, the first thing I see with the snake is just, you know, if you're asking about love or anything, your question is pertaining to love or relationships. I do feel like it's quite a complicated situation that you're in right now. And then the men showing up, since it's a general reading, we won't take it's not going to be gender specific. It could represent you as the current who are watching my video right now, all of the avivs. Or it could represent the people who you're dealing with or who you are closely associated with. All right. Let's don't think about the gender too much because it's a general reading. But if it's someone that you're closely associated with, since it's a man card, it could be someone with a strong masculine energy, or it could be a man. Okay, so it could be a woman with a strong masculine energy. And I actually recently just saw a video about, you know, having the man card popping up for an actual woman. She doesn't even have a strong masculine energy, but it just, that card consistently is showing up representing her. So really, like the man or the woman card, it's not really gender specific, and that this happened that it could represent the opposite sex as well. So let me just put it out there. It could be anyone. Now, if you're asking about like a love situation, it could be quite complicated because of the snake showing up. And with the bear showing up, it could mean like a lot of pressure. It's like really weighing on you. Or like the complicated situation is just like quite a major thing that is causing a lot of like stress, anxiety, complications, all of that. But the bear, I do want to mention, it could be a motherly figure, or it could represent a boss as well. So maybe the situation is really complicated because of some kind of a motherly figure that is like involved in the situation, or it could be like your work or your boss is getting into the situation. So it's kind of really complicated, right? So, and the snake usually also represent the other women. So definitely it's a very complicated love triangle, love rectangle, pentagon, whatever you want to call it. So it's a quite complicated situation. Now, if you're asking about like work, then again, the snake represents like complications. So I do think that there is like, and then these all have like, could represent people in some ways, right? The bear, the snake, and the person. So like, I really do think like interpersonal relationships are quite complicated for you, are quite difficult. There's a lot of things going on causing maybe you or the other person a lot of stress, a lot of pressure. If you're looking to like resolve this quite soon, I do feel like it might take a little bit long time because the snake also represents detour. So you might not be able to go directly like solve the problem like straightforwardly. You might have to take detours. It's going to take a lot of working together with other people to coordinate things. So that is about that. So even like finances, it could be about that as well, right? A lot of stress, a lot of complications. Things cannot be resolved as easily. So that is the message in regards to the cards. But regardless of take the message however it resonates with you. But regarding yes or no, it would be a maybe no. Okay, it's a maybe no. All right, so let me know how this resonates with you, and if you have any questions you would like to share with me, or ask me, or anything that you would like to share with me, you can leave it in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, share, or subscribe to my channel under my video, and turn on that notification bell if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. All right, so for pile number 3, let's take a look at your question, if it's a yes or no for pile number 3. So to pile number 3's question, is it a yes or no? We have the heart, that is a yes. Oh, so quickly. All right, we have the fox, and then we have the man. So now the fox is a no, and then the man is a neutral card. So that's a maybe or neutral. This is a no. Fox is a no. The heart is a yes. So now I think your energy kind of cancel each other out, because you have one positive, one negative, and then a neutral card. So this is a maybe. So things are kind of up in the air, kind of unknown. It's a maybe. It could be a maybe yes, or it could be a maybe no. I know it doesn't really answer your question. This is why we have the tarot card right here. Maybe we can take a look at what additional messages maybe in a bit. So now we have the man showing up again, or this is yeah, this is the man card showing up here again. This is, since it's a general reading, I don't know your particular situation, so then it could represent you, the viewer, the current watching this video, regardless of the gender, or it could also represent someone with a strong masculine energy. It could be a man or could be a woman, but just very strongly masculine. But I do want to put it out there, for a very small percentage of you, there is a possibility that a very strong feminine person could have a man card showing up representing her as well. So that's why it could really be anyone, or it could be you watching this video for general readings. So now so now the message with these 3 cards, I do feel like things are kind of going up and down a little bit, because it's like, yes, like super loving, super passionate, and then it gets a little bit tricky, and then maybe this person starts to, maybe they have like other interest, they start looking another way, because look at where the fox is looking. Also, it's looking at the other side of things, and then it's looking at this man right here. And so maybe they have like suddenly another person of interest come in, or it could be a person, could be something else, could be you as well. Maybe they were in a relationship. If this represents you, all of a sudden this person is now interested in you, but you might be getting into a little bit of a complications just because of like a love triangle or some sort. Again, if it's a love reading that you're asking about. Okay. This person, it could also mean that in order for you to pursue, if it's like maybe a dream of yours or a passion of yours, in order for you to pursue this dream of yours or this passion, you got to be really, really diplomatic. You want to sweet talk to a lot of people, so that someone will be able to help you achieve this dream of yours. So maybe you can't be completely, totally honest, or it could also be that you had to leave something behind in order to pursue something else as well. The fox, sometimes if it could represent like a hobby, or like a special talent, like you kind of do on the side, like a second job. So maybe this second job is what is like your true passion, right? But it's like because it's showing up on the left hand side of the reading, it could be like you're trying to leave it behind, so that maybe you're looking for more stability. I mean, we need more cards after to know what you're going after, but it could be like you're leaving something behind to pursue something else, more interesting or more evolves, like a little more complicated than what you had before, type of things. So or maybe like you were a lot more innocent before, right, with the heart showing up here, and now you're like growing up, maturing, and so you had to, you know, put something behind you. So now, since it's a maybe, this is a maybe pile. It could be a maybe yes or maybe no. All right. We're just using the tarot cards to clarify, I guess, or to give you a little bit of insight of what you may be facing in the future. So maybe like just to give you a slightly more information if it's going to lean more towards the yes or the no side. All right, so let's see. That was super quick. We have the Eight of Cups popping right out, like right away. So Eight of Cups, it's definitely, what did I just say? Leaving something behind. Yeah, it keeps emphasizing on that. So like, and then the Eight of Cups showing up. So now if the Eight of Cups popping up, it's more leaning towards a no. Okay. That you definitely have to leave something. Something's gotta give, something's gotta be left behind in order for you to pursue something else, like a new goal. Whatever thing that you're leaving, it's not like, oh, I'm just leaving it and I don't like it. Of course you're gonna feel like a lot of sorrow, a lot of sadness, but it feels like you just have to do it. Okay, you have to do it. It's kind of like this passion, this love. It could be like this dream, could be a lover, could be your ex, could be whatever it is. I don't know what your question is. These are just additional messages again, right? And you just have to leave those behind in order to pursue something else. So it's leaning towards more of a no, and the additional message is about, you know, you gotta leave a little bit of stuff behind in order for you to keep going with life. All right, so this is pile number 3's message. So now, again, the additional message is just take it however it resonates with you. As I was saying that, I also like just thought of this. If this represents something else, it also could represent like somebody else like is leaving you, but you're like maybe the true love of theirs. If it's a love reading, they had to leave you behind in order to pursue something else for the moment, maybe work or something, right? So there is that possibility as well. So now take however the messages that I just said, however it resonates with you, but the question that you're asking, right, it's without the tarot card, it's just a maybe. It's a maybe. And then when we draw the additional tarot card, it's leaning towards a no. All right, it's leaning towards a no. So that's it. Let me know how this resonates with you, and if you have anything that you would like to share with me or any questions, you can leave it in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, share, or subscribe to my channel and my video, and turn on that notification bell if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Okay, so now pile number 4. So for pile number 4's question, is it more of a yes or no or maybe? Pile number 4's question, is it a yes, no, or maybe? Positive cards, yes. Negative card, no. Neutral card, maybe. All right, so we have the Tower. That's a neutral card. Is it for pile number 4? This is a neutral card as well. The Book. Is it a yes or a no for pile number 4? Ooh, Yours is a maybe, is really strong maybe, and it's really not telling you. Right in the center of this reading is the book, and it's a closed book. I have some of the decks that actually have the book being opened up, so like something will be revealed quite soon, but this particular deck, the book is being closed, is closed. So wow, there is a lot of unknown things going on. It really is not telling you. I wonder what the I wonder if I draw tarot cards to clarify this, if what we're gonna get. We will do that. I will do that for you as well, just because you have a really strong maybe. It's like none of these cards are telling you really anything, because neutral cards also get information from their surrounding cards, and all of these are neutral cards, which is kind of interesting. Whatever you're asking, I'm so curious. Whatever you're asking, pile number 4, if you will share, let me know. It's really not telling you. So now we have the road at the very end, that there is a choice coming up. If we're reading from left to right, well, that's how I read, left to right. So the right being the future. Something in the future is is going to come up in the future that you have to make a decision. Maybe you are at this right now, and this is why you're here, to see if it's a yes or no, what to do, where to go. So now it's not really telling you. Maybe there is some kind of I feel like the divine or the universe is not telling you as much, because maybe they want you to discover it on your own as you go. So they don't want to reveal too much. They want to remain it being a surprise to you, so that you kind of are being surprised and learn things on the way. So you pay attention to it a little bit more instead of expecting something to happen, right? So now, if I don't know what your question is about, if it's about like school or if it's about work, because the book could be about school, like research or something like that. The tower could represent like large institutions, school, government, all of that, right? So if it's about work or school type of things, I do think like you will be able to, definitely you have to study for it, and you will probably be able to get into some well-known big institution, well-known like university. Okay, so maybe your choice is about what school or which company that you should apply to, right? And it's telling you to do a little bit of research on your own. And if you're getting into a school, like maybe you're trying to figure out what you should major in or something like that, maybe just take the time a little bit and really explore. With the book closed and combined with the road, I really feel like you gotta explore different options instead of just picking it out. Maybe explore it, and if you have like general ed or something like that, take a few different general ed class to see if you like it or not, and then if you want to pursue it further. So I don't really think like you are it's with the car showing up, I don't think it is the right time right now for you to decide on anything, because all of them are, again, neutral card, maybe cards. It doesn't even give you a yes or a no, which is very, very interesting. So now if you're talking about like finance, or even if you're just trying to think your question is pertaining to like love or something like that, it's really telling you like now is not the time. You got to explore your options and see. So like don't hurry into making any decisions, okay? And I really do feel that quite strongly. Now let's take a look at your we'll see if it's going to lean towards more of a yes or no. Okay, maybe right after this choice, this road card, this journey, once you're set on this journey, maybe is it going to be like what kind of messages is going to come up? All right, so let's take a look at any of this. Oh my god, oh my god. All right, guys, oh my god. All right, I wish you guys saw it, because I was shuffling just right down below, and the high priestess was actually on the bottom of the card, and I saw it when I started shuffling, but I was like, all right, let's just see what happens, what card is gonna come out, and then high priestess fell out, and I'm like, oh my god. All right, this is about the unknown. Everything is at like divine timing and all of that. And then as I was saying that, I noticed the bottom of the deck is 7 of Cups. Okay, right behind it is the Empress. But again, ooh, the Lover's card too. So there's lots of like strong love. Okay, Lover's card could also be about decisions too. 4 of Cups is about opportunities. So I definitely think there's a lot of opportunities, choices coming up. The bottom of the deck being the 7 of Cups. Again, is this choice type of thing. The High Priestess is kind of like this reiterating this book. So both of these cards are not giving you a definite yes or no. All right, so let's see. Okay, the High Priestess is more of a yes, but still, if you're taking, if it's just yes or no, the High Priestess could represent a yes, okay? And the 7 of Cups is a no. Again, now they both cancel each other out. It's a yes and a no. It's a maybe. But if you're reading the High Priestess card on its own, it is about divine timing. It's about feeling it off, taking the time to really, again, explore, getting the messages from the divine. So I think for each of you, the answer is going to be different. That's why for pile number 4, it really is not giving you a straight answer. And even with like me using the tarot, it's still not giving it. Okay, the High Priestess is a yes. Okay, if you want to move goes for like a straight yes or no, the High Priestess is a yes card. Okay, so it's kind of like leaning more towards a yes, but again, with this, the bottom of the deck being the 7 of Cups, like having a lot of options, I do feel like you want to explore it a little bit more. The High Priestess is about listening to your intuition, and it is about connecting with the divine and that kind of thing. So I really think for people who, if you chose pile number 4, you might have really strong intuition. A lot of things the universe really doesn't want to give you a direct answer right now. They want you to take the time to really explore all of the options that you're given, and then make the final judgment then. So now is definitely not the time to do anything right now. So it's a super strong maybe, and it could go maybe yes or maybe no. So now really, I think and with the High Priestess showing up here, I do feel like a lot for each of you watching this that chose pile number 4, you will get a different answer with the High Priestess. You got to connect with your guides, whoever you believe in. Could also be the universe, all right? So you are going to get your individual messages individually at the right time when it comes. So that's the message for pile number 4, and I am so sorry if I couldn't be more helpful. But yeah, do share with me if you have anything that you want to tell me about, especially what you asked in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, share, or subscribe to my channel and to my video, and turn on that notification bell if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. So for pile number 5, the answer to pile number 5's question is, the answer to pile number 5's question, positive card yes, negative card no, neutral card maybe. Ooh, the Sun. Oh my god, finally yes card. All right, to pile number 5, is it a yes or no? Is it a yes or no to their question? Too many cards. Yes or no? Pile number 5's question, is it a yes or no? Yes or no to pile number 5. I was just talking about this deck yesterday that it's one of my favorite decks, so I don't use it as much. So it takes a while for it to come out. And it, just as I say that, these cards popped out. So we have the ring and then we have the bird. Yay! Finally, I could give you some good, bright messages. So we have the sun, we have the ring, and then we have the birds. And in this particular deck, the birds are represented using the owls, which is more like towards the wisdom, wise side. Okay, instead of just chatty, spreading rumors and gossips and that kind of things. Okay. So now, this is a fantastic spread or thing. So for all of you that chose pile number 5, your answer is yes. It's a pretty strong yes. We didn't get all 3 of them yes cards, but 2 yeses and a maybe. That's a quite strong yes. Okay, it's stronger than 2 yes and a no, right? So it's strong. It's a pretty strong yes. And with the what is it, the sun showing up right here, it is quite powerful. It is quite powerful. It's about happiness. It's about being like, you know, all the horrible things are going to be like all the, if it's like if you were in like any stormy type of situation, or if you were in any type of like confusions before, I think things are going to look up for you. Things are going to brighten up for you. Things are going to become a lot better for you. And then we have the ring. So it could be about partnership. It could be about contracts. It could be, again, about engagement, weddings, proposals, that type of things. Of course, the ring can also represent about something being repetitive, like doing things in circle. But even if it's like being repetitive or being in like going in circles or something like that, I think it's actually a good thing. It's like this because of the sun. Okay, because of the sun. It's you're like going, maybe you're turning around in circles because you're filled with joy, or you're just keep even if life pushes you down and give you all kinds of like shitty things, you're gonna continue to be optimistic. You are not the kind of person that easily gives up. So you just always look on the bright side of things, and I think you're going to be probably, I don't know, rewarded or some sort. I mean, we don't have like a bouquet or anything, but I just feel like you might be rewarded with something. Now we have the birds at the very end. It's a neutral card. Usually the birds is about communication. It is about like sometimes about spreading rumors or like gossiping as well. But gossips and rumors are sometimes not necessarily bad, right? Because people could spread something about you that is really good, giving you like a good words to telling others about you, like even though they're talking behind your back, but it's all good things, right? So that's why this is a neutral card. And with the positive cards right here, I do think even if there are rumors and things are going around, especially with this ring over here, I definitely think something is being spread around, because the sun is also about spreading, right? Spreading widely. So even if things are kind of being spread around or something like that, it's all good things. People are recognizing your worth, are like, and they just kind of like, recognize your not just worth, but your ability, your talents, whatever it is, right? And they're spreading it to everyone. So that is that. And also about communication. I think communication is going to get quite smoothly, but sometimes you might be talking in circles, like you're like, oh my God, this is not going anywhere. But it's okay. I think use a little bit of wisdom. You might be able to get out of this endless loop. And also I think people around you, they have good intentions, so they might just be talkative, just endure it a little bit, right? But regardless, I do feel like it's a very good card or spread. Lots of good things coming towards you, especially if it's about like contracts, communications, you know, working together with someone on something. So I think in all aspects of your life, things are especially well. You know, work or finance, or if you're in school, I think that works as well. Finance wise, I think things will look up, like brighten up. You might be able to get a little bit more money because you're collaborating with someone, but I don't see it immediately. So like finance, if you're asking a question particularly about finance or money or something, it's still a yes. It's still a yes, but I just don't see any additional messages for that. So the messages, just take it however it resonates with you or for you. And if you have anything that you would like to share with me, yeah, leave it in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, share, or subscribe to my channel and my video, and turn on that notification bell if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Okie doke. Number 6, moving along. So for pile number 6, ask question. Do we have, is it a yes, is it a no, or is it a maybe? Positive cards, yes. Negative card, no. Neutral card, maybe. Sorry, there are way too many cards that dropped, so for pile number 6 question, is it a yes or a no? Is it a yes or a no for pile number 6's question? Is it a yes or no for pile number 6? Ooh, the writer. I think the writer is a yes. The Tower is a neutral card. And then we have the Whip, which is a no. Okay. So you have yes and no, and then a neutral card right in the middle. So the yes and no kind of cancel each other out, and then you have the neutral card right in the middle. This is a maybe as well. It's a maybe pile. We'll use the tarot to give a little bit of verification or clarification, but let's see what kind of messages coming through with the spread. So anything that you're asking for pile number 6 right now, it's a maybe. Okay, it's a maybe. It could be a maybe yes or a maybe no. We'll use the tarot to clarify a little bit, but any questions, it's a yeah, it's a maybe. It's a maybe. So now, with this spread, the Tower, if you're asking about business, it's actually not that bad of a card. It's it's about large institution, it's about company, right? Government, all of that. So I think there are some good news coming along the way, maybe at work or maybe at school. And maybe you're getting promoted as well, so you're getting like a promotion notice, that type of things. But then right coming after it is the Whip. The Whip it could be about abuse, it could be about arguments. It also is about, with this spread, sometimes I do, well, not sometimes, this particular spread, the Whip, I also feel a little bit of that responsibility, just kind of like a lot of stress and pressure, and being overworked as well. All right, so maybe after you get this promotion, you thought it was like a great thing, you're so happy, like somebody brought you this great news and you're being seen, so you get this promotion, right? It could also be like if your question is about schools, for example, you're finally getting into the institution that you wanted to go to, the school that you've been wanting to go to. But then right after that, there's a lot of work is going to be involved. First of all, things are not as bright and shiny as you hope it would be. There's probably a lot of work that you have to do, a lot of maybe you might feel being abused a little bit, right? Like by your boss or something, like being overworked, long hours, and even like a lot of arguments, maybe a lot of negotiations that you have to do, and like people are not getting along, all the politics, that type of thing. So it could be about that. Like once you get promoted, something good happened first, and then all of these like negative things are coming after that you have to resolve, all of these obstacles coming afterwards. So now if it's about like romantic relationships, the Tower actually means a long time. First of all, the Rider is still about like good news, somebody coming to visit, somebody bringing good news to you, or even like if it's about love or relationships, this could be like meeting someone, like someone who's like quite charming too. But then you're going to either feel quite lonely sometimes. So maybe you might not be able to meet quite often. Okay, with the Tower showing up here. So at the very beginning, it was kind of lovey-dovey, but then it kind of, you slowly grew apart. You have to, there's a lot of times that you have to spend alone, maybe because you are busy with work, he's busy with work, or she is busy, depending on if you like a man or woman, that your partner is just like really busy with work, so you won't be able to see each other. You're gonna feel like quite lonely at times. And then the Whip is like you guys are going to get into a lot of like maybe arguments or something, maybe because you guys are not aren't on the same page of things, maybe because you're all both tied up with work, hoping one of you guys will like cater or like compromise for that type of thing. Just like a lot of maybe arguments and kind of you're feeling like being taken advantage of, all of that. Of course, the Whip could also mean like some kind of a sexual thing, sexual chemistry. But then the thing is, like with the Whip, it still has that abusive nature. So it could be, it's like those, 50 Shades of Grey type of sex, like a lot of S&M, right? Sadist, masochist type of like sex kind of thing. So if you're into like a little kinky stuff, yeah, the Whip might be a good thing. So you guys will kiss and make up, like even though you're feeling after a long while of not being able to be together, whenever you guys see each other, you guys, get into quite like intense sex session. So you kind of use sex to cover a lot of your problems up sometimes, maybe that too. Okay, so if that's about love. Finance, I don't see any particular information. You might get a little bit of good news, but then you might spend it all, or someone is taking advantage of you, right? Scamming you or something like that. So you might want to be careful about this Whip. The Whip is usually not a great card to see, especially this is on the right hand side, which is for me, when I read from left to right. So this is more of that future energy that you'll be facing. So you might want to watch out for that. All right. So for pile number 6, it is a maybe card. So now let's take a look at your tarot and see after the Whip, if there's something good that you can look forward to, or if any additional messages, right, with the tarot card, to see if since it's a maybe, right, you want to see if it's more of a maybe yes or a maybe no, right? Wow, your cards are, there's like a bunch of them. So let's see, is it more of a yes or no? Oh, wow, okay. We have the Lovers card showing up. So it's a yes, okay. It's a yes. But sometimes the Lovers also mean there's going to be some kind of a choice coming up. All right. So some kind of a choice might be coming up for you. So I would say, let's see. I would say that if it's like in regards to love, it might be more of a yes. But for work, there might be a choice that you have to decide on, right? Even for love, I do feel like there is a possibility of, because the Whip over here, maybe there's some kind of a choice between two people or something like that, right? You might have to end some like abusive relationships. But in general, the lover and like towards love, if your question is pertaining more towards love, I think it's a yes. If it's work, then it's more of a no. Okay, because I do feel like there's going to be a lot of problems that you have to deal with, and lover's card showing up, that means there's also like a choice or some sort. So there might be some kind of a choices coming up for you at work. Maybe that is why it's a yes. It's a maybe, and it could be a yes or a no, because depending on if your question is in regards to love, then it's more leaning towards a yes. If it's more about work, school, finance, any other types, it might be leaning more towards a no. All right, so that's the message for pile number 6. And if you have anything that you would like to share with me, you can leave it in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, share, or subscribe to my channel under my video, and turn on that notification bell if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Okay, so for pile number 7, is it a yes or no for pile number 7? Positive card, yes. Negative card, no. Neutral card, maybe. We have the bouquet, that's a yes. There's two pile number 7's card. Question is a yes or no. Snake is a no. So is it a yes or no to pile number 7's question? Yes or no to pile number 7's question? Yes. It's so crazy. You keep having 2 cards popping out at the same time, so we only need 1. So is it a yes or no for pile number 7? Okay, finally. It's a yes. All right. Okay, so it's a yes, 2 yes and a no. All right, so 2 yes and a no. So there's some things you might need to watch out for, especially with the snake showing up right in the middle of these two positive cards. So your happiness or whatever it is going to, maybe something is going to interject. So first of all, the snake showing up here, there could be some kind of a complications right when you feel like, oh my god, you're like up in the air, so happy, and then something happens, and then it like kind of puts you through hell, and then you're back up again. So a lot of these up and down energy. So now regardless of your question, it's a yes, because 2 positive and a negative. So with the messages coming out here, what I said is, there's a lot of up and downs. Could be complications. If you're asking about love, I feel like this is very strong love message right here. So let me talk about like finance, or if you're asking about finance, school, or work or something like that, if your question is about that. I just feel like there's going to be a little bit of complications, detours that you have to go around the obstacles a little bit with the snake showing up. And then also maybe someone is kind of like backstabbing you, or like spreading some like poison stuff around. But you know what? You're going to come right out of it. Maybe this person is really envious of like this gift that you're being given. So you might be getting a promotion. Maybe you're getting a bonus or some sort like that. And then this person is like super envious of you, and just spreading like poisonous things, or trying to get people to come and go against you or something like that. But at the end, the justice wins. This person is not going to get what they wanted to achieve, type of things. You're still gonna get a lot of like love, a lot of like wonderful things coming your way. All of the things that you wanted to do, you will still be able to receive and get. Okay. So this is what I see with like mostly if it's like work or school, even finance. So now in particular about love, why I say that is because of the heart showing up here, and then the snake is about a third party situation, right? So you might be involved in a third party situation, not necessarily just 3 party, but it could be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever. Just a very complicated love relationship. Okay. And this person might, or your person might be trying to decide on like choosing you or somebody else, or somebody is interjecting between you and your person and trying to break you guys up. But again, these are 2 positive cards. So this person is really envious. They're trying to break you up with your person, but I think they're gonna probably fail at it. Okay. And love is going to endure, love is going to win. So that's really like what I see with the message over here. This person, like maybe your person that gave you like a huge gift or some like really awesome like promises or something like that, right? They want you to get married with him or her, and then somebody is trying to interject, trying to break you guys up, but again, love will win. So that's what I see. That's the additional messages in the cards. Take it how it resonate with you. But whatever you're asking for pile number 7, it's a yes. Just with a little bit of complications, but eventually you'll get it a yes. All right. So that's what I see for pile number 7, and let me know if this resonated with you, or if you have anything that you would like to share with me, you can leave it in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, share, or subscribe to my channel under my video, and turn on that notification bell if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. All right, lastly, pile number 8. All right, so for pile number 8, in regards to pile number 8's question, is it a yes, no, or maybe? Positive card is a yes, negative card is a no. Think of your question. Is it a yes or no? Yes or no for pile number 8. Yes or no for pile number 8. We have the first one. Ooh, yes, moon. Yes or no for pile number 8. Is it a yes or no for pile number 8? The sun. Oh my god. All right. That's a yes. You know what? I don't really have to do the third one. It's already a yes. But let's see. Oh my god. Okay, you got 2 cards that fell out, and both of them are a yes card. Look at that. So we have the flower. This came out first. But you know what? The ring, I do see that here too, because the sun and the moon card. All right, so pile number 8, I just want to congratulate you, because oh my god, you have 3 yes cards. That is I've done so many yes or no questions, and I think there might be like a few earlier ones I used tarot only or something like that. But if every time I use lenormand cards, it doesn't happen very, very, very often to have all 3 cards a positive card. It rarely happens. And like even today, this is 1 out of 8, okay, that you got this. Very rare. So I just want to congratulate you. You got the moon, the sun, and the flower. They're all positive card. It's a super strong yes. It's a yes, yes, yes. Okay, unless you're unless you are hoping to get a no, yeah, unless you're hoping to get a no, I don't know what to say to you, but this is a super strong yes. Maybe if you're hoping for a no, let me explain the messages here and you can see if that resonated for you. So even though the spread says yes, the messages might give you some kind of a hint of something, all right? Might answer your question as well. So let's see. The moon and the sun. The moon is all about honor. It's also about like psychic ability, right? This is about being recognized for all of your hard work, all of your skills and everything. The sun kind of like, it just like takes away all of the shadow aspect, every horrible things that's in your life that you're facing, right? It just brightens everything up. It's about happiness. And which also the sun is like the yang and the moon is the yin, and you have the yin yang together. So this pile, you have both. You see both sides of things. The sun is usually a little bit more surfacey. The moon is about deep emotions. So you cover both grounds also. So you're not just seeing things on the outer appearance, the shadow side, the sun shining bright side, but you also, understand the deep, emotional things or what's not seen on the outer side as well. Okay, and then the flower at the very end, which is like a surprise, which means a proposal, which means a gift, all of that things. Flowers, you're being given flowers if you love flowers. It could be an actual flower, but again, it's gifts, presents, could be from the universe, could be from your partner, whatever it is. If you are asking about finance, the flower could also represent you're being gifted with a bunch of money, right? Generous amount because of the sun, right? So I just feel like regardless of your question, this is a wonderful spread, and you kind of covered all grounds too, because the yin and the yang, you complement each other. And if you're asking about love, this is even more wonderful. You actually found your counterpart, and you are going to probably get a proposal. This is the person that you're going to be with, you're meant to be with. The moon is kind of having, the star is more that about like, being meant to be or something like that, but the moon a little bit as well. So especially if you have the sun and the moon together, that is definitely like a yin yang thing, regardless of the sex. Okay, if you are same-sex relationship, whatever, it doesn't matter. It's just like counterparts. It just means counterparts. You guys complement each other, fill in each other's void, and also being each other's joy and happiness, all of that. What else? Work, there's probably a promotion going on. You're just very rounded. You have high EQ, high IQ, high everything. If you're like asking about health in some ways, I feel like there is a very good omen about that, but I don't want to give you any like health advice right now, because it is a tarot reading. But I do feel like there's good things, like you might get a really good news about something, right? So it's just great spread. I don't have anything else to say. Everything that you wanted, you're probably going to be able to get. So I guess that kind of answers the people who chose number 8 and hoping for a really strong no. There is that possibility as well. Just because of the flower, you're being gifted of what you wanted. Okay, it makes you happy. So you're going to be gifted with something that will make you really happy. So if you're looking for a no, that is a possibility as well. But the card itself is a strong yes, and it's super happy, super wonderful, lots of great things coming, blessings, all of that. So that's it for pile number 8. And if you have anything that you would like to share with me, anything that you want to ask or whatever it is, leave it in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, share, or subscribe to my channel under my video, and turn on that notification bell if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.